that noise is I have an electric kettle back there, and I was just heating it up to give myself a cup of tea. How is everybody? Happy night stream. Welcome Elton, TMK. Let me unpin this. Never mind, we're good. Welcome Elton, TMK, Cathedora. Let's see. I hope everyone's doing well today. Feeling good on my end. It was a very busy day. For ASMR welcome, I had my violin lesson this morning, which went really well, and I unpinned Azzy in the new thing. I was like, what am I doing wrong? So I had my lesson this morning, which went really well. We both feel good about the direction I'm heading in, and it's just nice continuing to build my relationship with Julia. She's so awesome. And then I had a rehearsal for the instrumental ensemble I joined recently, and that also went really, really well. But including practice lesson and prep time, I've been playing violin already for about 5 to 6 hours. So a little bit tired, but I still really want to enjoy our night stream as kind of like a decompression moment for the day. So I might be more on the chill side. Oh, I have to reopen my... Oh, 1 second. My notifications. Thank you, Hedges, for officially over a year now of resubs. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. And please let me know if there's something I can play for you. You did get the lucky number, yes. Jove, welcome. How's it going? My tea kettle just went off, so I'm going to fill up a cup of tea, and then we're going to play some violin. For Topon, thank you for the follow, as well as Jammer HD. Okay, I'm gonna grab that tea. Going for a relaxation lavender honey. So don't worry, I'm not going to have another Red Bull hyper moment. And the mods relax. She's not hyper today. Sight of Spirit, you got it. Totally can do that. Hello, my name is Topanga. I'm 25 years old. I love dragon fruit, and I love all kinds of music. Welcome for Topanga. I also like all kinds of music. The main stuff I do here is I'll play over video game soundtracks, and then I make loops playing the guitar and piano, bass, banjo, accordion, and I sing on it for covers, originals, and instrumentals. So I like to think that we cover a pretty wide range of things here. I don't see a reason why we can't just jump in with Sight of Spirit. Let's see. I don't know if I've ever had dragon fruit. I've seen it, but I don't think I've had it myself. It's a very pretty fruit. I don't know how exotic our fruit section is here in Tennessee. This one does have moments where I get hesitant, but maybe that will make it an even better one to start with to just push me out there. When I did my collab with my teacher and fellow streamer Julia, I told her the parts in the piece that I was hesitant, and she circled it with pencil and wrote in all capital letters, "Bo." So now when I play this, I think like almost like I'm back in a lesson. I'm like, okay, focus. Dragon fruit is the best thing ever. I promise you that now when I get my chance and I see it, I will jump on that. I am curious. Welcome, Johnny. How are you? Making sure I'm all caught up. Looks like we're good to go. There's like another fruit that I've had before. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's this massive, like, yellow, like a melon, but it's bigger than that. And I know that some people buy it and like make it a sort of vegetarian vegan replacement for like a meat. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Like a spaghetti. I feel like it has spaghetti in it. What am I thinking of? Spaghetti squash. That's what I'm thinking of. No, I'm not thinking of that. What am I thinking about? Julia played through Paganini 4 Caprice and the Sibelius the other day on stream. Pretty amazing. She is so amazing. That's why I was like, I need you to be my teacher. You're amazing. Maybe it is spaghetti squash. Maybe eat it instead of jumping on it. Just my opinion. Well, yeah, I think I'll just have to wait for the moment and just see what takes over, you know? I adopted my first cat today. Excited and nervous. Oh, Shiglana. I've actually been there quite recently. I adopted my kitten Kimchi now like 2.5 months ago. And I was so scared. I just was nervous that I wasn't making him happy. But yeah, the first day they just hide and they cry and they just are getting used to things. But from my own journey, every day just keeps getting better and better, and they keep trusting you more and more. And I know you'll be the best cat parent. What color cat are they? Like, what do they look like? And what's their name? Thank you, Elton, for the dono. Thank you. I know this is gonna be way too hot. I kind of just want to hold the hot cup of beverage. I'm excited for this tea. Nope, don't do it. You're gonna burn yourself. I want it. Right? For a while I was trying to collect like woodland creature mugs. So I have the fox one you guys might have seen. I had a raccoon, but RIP, fell over in the sink. Very tragic. And then I found this like ornate bear. I was like, ah. And on the inside, when you're about to take a sip, there's text at the top that says, "You're cute." And I'm like, oh, thank you. You're cute. Cute little mug. Mugs are some of like the stupid random purchases I'll make for myself that just make me feel better. Because, you know, a mug's like $8. So you don't feel bad about purchasing it, and then you have this cute little thing that you have your comfort beverages out of. It's a nice little treat I do for myself. Okay, time for Sight of Spira. The first time back after the weekend playing with headphones on, I feel like I'm always a little caught off guard. Let's see if it gets me today. Scotty, 9 months, Twitch baby. Thank you so much, Scotty. How are you? It's good to see you. Are you planning on being at TwitchCon Vegas this year? I've told you guys a couple times before, but I did finalize everything. Got the hotel, got the flight booked, so I'll be there. rest flopped off. So I will say the likelihood of a kimchi sighting today is pretty low. He has become hell-bent on those damn cables. He was making progress, and now he just sprints in here and immediately jumps on it. And I'm like, dude, like, he unplugged the camera, he unplugged a bunch of stuff. So before stream, I was like frantically trying to put everything back to where I thought it was supposed to be. Again, when I do purchase a new computer, I am going to do my best to just cable proof and kimchi proof the crap out of the setup, but he's a determined little guy. Kimchi knows what kimchi wants. Yeah. So I do have the door closed, unfortunately. Trust me, I loved the kimchi sightings too, but man, that little guy, I just can't trust him right now. I don't know if he just knows I'm about to leave for a couple days and he's already rebelling. He's pretty smart. The cables are evil and must be destroyed. I mean, apparently, yeah, in his eyes. Lou, welcome. How are you? Keldon, good to see you. I would like to do a pass of that piece without the track to continue to work on focusing. I've been focusing really hard on changing my vibrato in terms of trying to make different points of expression. So if I am doing like a more romantic full vibrato, it's going to be a bit wider and you use your hand a bit more or your wrist for that. And then if I want a tight, clean vibrato, like a sparkly one, you want to open more from here. And this was a talking point in my violin lesson last week that I've been really actively thinking about every time I'm playing, with just being like, how can I portray the emotion and expression that I want to? We've started a new solo piece a few weeks ago that when I get it comfortable, it will be added to the song list as an official classical piece to, you know, choose whenever people want to hear it. It needs a lot of work. There's a lot going on in it, but I don't know if this is interesting, but my binder's downstairs. At my first break, I'll grab my binder, but one of my homework assignments was to find a handful of different soloists performing the piece and printing out a copy that I don't use for reading my own music. And I went through it with different colored pens, so representing like each different soloist. And I would write all the things that they did that were unique. So for instance, especially for soloists, they do have the power to embellish on the piece a bit. They don't have to read it like verbatim. They can add their own, you know, points of personality that make their playing unique. So I would write down things like something as obvious as they added some extra notes. They added an intro. They changed the rhythm of a section from a bunch of eighth notes to dotted eighths with sixteenths, giving it a swung feel. They ignored the dynamic marking and accented and got really loud at this one place. So I marked up the music according to the different soloists that I'd watched, and it was really interesting to see how these violinists are able to make pieces their own. So it was a really interesting little study session, and I am a nerd when it comes to like getting violin homework. I like violin homework because I want to learn more about the violin, especially if it's going to make me a better player. So I will show you that once I grab that on a break. And I also did another YouTube class, like someone had a video that was designed for you to sit and watch it and learn how to play jazz solos with him. And it was very interesting. I learned a lot of really cool things. So I'm excited at seeing like my comfort circle expand a bit with new tricks and things that I can do to, again, make myself stronger. So that's really been my day. It's just been like a lot of analysis and listening and doing my best to learn more. I mean, that's every day. To different amounts, I suppose, but anyway. For those who resubbed, you do get priority requests. If that's something you're interested in, please let me know. So for Scotty, as well as Hedges, I already did yours, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like my alerts aren't up to date. There we go. Just a refresh, all we need. Improving for improvement's sake is the noblest cause an artist can pursue. That's at least what I'm telling myself. Sometimes I feel like it's a very selfish thing to do, but in an honest way of expressing it, I really feel like I've committed. I've like signed the paperwork to commit my life to just become the strongest musician I can, and I'm just really trying to push myself and understand more and take more risks and do different things. So I feel like I made some good steps today. I'll show you some of the stuff I learned in my jazz YouTube class that I took. It was really interesting. It's probably gonna be a song that I add onto the song list eventually. We're gonna start tiptoeing our way into jazz standards. I've added some Celtic, some bluegrass, some old-time fiddle. So maybe it's time to add a jazz standard. And I've picked the first one that I'm learning. And I think I have a nice start on it. It's fun. But enough chit-chat. I would like to do Eyes on Me from Final Fantasy VIII. A nice, relaxing, pretty piece. Kimchi is singing along. I don't know if you heard him throughout I would say the last third of that piece. He started singing beautifully. I know he's gonna immediately get kicked out, but I want to try and give him a chance. I'm all about giving chances, and how is he gonna learn if he doesn't get a chance? So, we're gonna try. Rena, welcome. How are you? All right, let's give him a shot. I'm such a softie. I hear him cry for a second, and I'm like, oh. Say hi, Kimchi. Now, I was saying we're probably not going to see him today because he has been hell-bent today and yesterday on getting these cables. But if he's ready for a nap, I want to see if maybe he can just have a nap in his bed. Because he did have his dinner, so maybe we're getting tired? Maybe? Also, I know I'm traveling this weekend, and don't worry, I have arranged, don't eat my hair. I've arranged for Kimchi Care. You're gonna have 3 people come and say hi and hang out with you. You're gonna hang out with Atticus, and Cole, and Taylor. Isn't that nice? You're really gonna like them. They all have kitty cats, too. I have a feeling he's gonna go. Yep. Don't do it, baby. Please don't do it, honey. You know what I'm gonna do if you do that? I gotta say bye-bye. He can't sit on my lap right now either, baby. I'm sorry. Okay. He's just sitting there now. We'll see. Alabengo, welcome. We're trying to see if Kimchi will be a good boy and not a bad boy. Kimchi, honey, no, don't do it. Good boy, good job. He's gonna go back to it. Also for, let's see, Garmanirium, welcome. I can't have you on my lap now, sweetie. I gotta play violin, okay? I know, it's very sad. I feel like I just look like such a pushover to you guys. I just want him to be happy. I want him to be a happy kitty. Let's see, I'm having an urge to play. For Damascus, welcome. Oh, no, honey, you can't be on my lap right now. You can't be on my lap right now. I gotta work, honey. I would like to do a Head on Our Way from Final Fantasy VII. Do you know when I'm done with this? I'm gonna sit down and watch One Piece with you. it's gonna be really nice. But you gotta wait a couple hours, okay? Ahead on our way. All right, let's put down the fuzzy little sweetheart so I can play music for you. See how long this lasts. for Lisa Ravenclaw. Thank you so much for a resub for 3 months and for giving this Slytherin girl a chance. I was quite shocked when that was, in fact, the house I was sorted into. But upon reflection and review of the traits, I am definitely a Slytherin. Without a doubt. The reason I feel so confident in that is because of their extreme drive was a big thing that I was reading about the traits, and I was like, yep, that is me. Like an absolute incredible, often dangerous drive. For Sven, welcome. How are you doing? What are these little cake like things that some people have? Is that like for a birthday? I love the ejected for kimchi. It's so funny. Jenny, welcome. How are you doing? I don't know if it was noticeable, but that time when I was playing through it without the track, I was really trying to incorporate more of the tight, fast vibrato. My comfortable go-to vibrato is more of the big wobbly one. So I'm trying to be really selective about when and where I'm doing it. So I have a feeling that as we go through today's set that we put together, it's going to be something that I keep in mind. I also wanted to show you guys some of the stuff I learned while watching a jazz solo tutorial video. I thought it was super interesting, and I really took away a lot of good information about it, and it's given me some motivation to work on adding a jazz standard instrumental to the song list. There are some jazzier standards that I have put on here, like You Don't Know Me. With that one, obviously, I feature much more of the vocals for that one and the loop arrangement itself. But I really want to challenge myself to do like a more Eastern European jazz themed solo, like more akin to Django Reinhardt and Stefan Grappelli. It's typically that genre. It's tricky because it's typically described with a word that has now been addressed as being quite insensitive. It's usually referred to as gypsy jazz, but with that in mind, I've been consciously calling it a European-centered jazz because even though it's the titles of the books that I study and what it's been labeled, with the recent knowledge, I just want to be, sensitive. But if you ever hear me refer to that type of music as European jazz, that is what I'm talking about. It's just me making an effort to not say things that might hurt people. I know I just did it now. It was more in the context to explain why. For Matt, thank you for the bits. And you did it. You kicked off that hype train. And Joe for the bits. Thank you. Milady. I was definitely late on that, Milady. Demix, thank you for the resub as well for 14 months. And please let me know if there's something I can play for you from the song list to say thank you. And thank you, everybody. Really. I'm really excited about the direction I'm heading in, and I'm excited that with the team that I have surrounding me to help me get to that point, like my teacher and the mods and my mom and dad, and I'm very grateful. Yogi, welcome. Let's see if this tea is safe now. Big Casino, thank you for 400 bits. Thank you. I typically ask 500 bits for a song request, but you were so close with 400, so if there's something I can play for you, please let me know. This is perfect sipping temperature, and it's only gonna get colder, so I'm gonna take some good sips before I jump into our next song. Oh, so nice. No, don't worry, Big Casino. Just let me know if there's something I can play for you. I would like to do Yuna's theme. This is a good one for me to work on going in between both the wide wrist vibrato as well as my more tight elbow vibrato. And hopefully I can convey a stronger vibe with it. Also for Defy, thank you for the follow. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you. This is a rendition done by TPR, an amazing arranger and pianist. For Downward Spiral, thank you for 34 months. That is almost 3 years. That is amazing. Thank you very, very, very much for, just continuing to believe in me for this long. It means a lot to me. I'm feeling pretty good about the violin focus. For Dark Noise, I thought you said, what's pooping? What's popping? Violin. What's popping with you? I will get to Dream a Little Dream of Me, which I saw Big Casino you asked for. I would like to do another run without the track. I guess I'm just in a practice mood today. I hope you guys don't mind. I just want to get this really clean and pretty. Oh, I'm starting the track over. I said no track. Okay. nice and clean. Oh, I should do it fast then. I can do it right now. Unless you have to go right now. Go, go, go. A little down. Cool. Stars shining brighter above you. Night breezes seems to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in a sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me. When I'm alone and blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just sing this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. And in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just sing this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. I don't know if you got to hear it or not, Big Casino. I hope you maybe got to at least hear a little bit. For Kevlar, welcome. Let's see. After doing a more jazzy song, I feel like I should do maybe another one. Greg, how are you? Quiet entertainer. I feel like I'm just gonna do the jazzy stuff. Metronome's at 34%, so I think that means it can handle it. Why don't we do Don't Know Why? I talk a lot about my violin practice journey, but I've also been on a bit of a singing journey as well. Majority of my practice time is dedicated to, of course, the violin. But I've also been making sure that I've been doing a lot of vocal warm-ups and vocal exercises. I've talked about it briefly before, so I won't harp on it too long, but I felt really discouraged from singing after I had relinquished being a vocal principal at Berklee. I got into Berklee as a vocalist. And then I had switched to be a violin major. And I think there was a part of me that felt like I had given up on singing and like I had failed in a way. So I was really weird about singing. But then you guys, really encouraged me on stream to keep singing and to sing more on stream. And so I'm really grateful for that because it pushed me to actually build a song list of things that I was comfortable singing, and continuously practice by hearing myself back. There's things I'm still working on, of course, but one of the biggest things, and maybe this might help someone else who is a bit afraid of singing but wants to sing, what I'm falling into as a really bad habit is I cut off my air supply regularly. I won't sing using a full breath because I'm scared about using the whole breath, therefore making the tone louder and more of a commitment. People who are shy will not sing with their full air supply as they're trying to over-control it. And that's definitely what I am doing. So I've been really trying to work on really getting past that and singing with the full voice committed, even if it means my voice might crack or something like that. Yes, it's better to do that. And it's also healthier to sing like that. It's better for your vocal cords. So it's something I'm trying to keep in mind as I continue my journey with singing. And the genre that makes me feel most encouraged to try and continue my vocal journey is jazz and old-time jazz. I'm an alto. You guys can tell even from my speaking voice, I have a low voice. I can get pretty high, but I want to embrace where I feel most comfortable, which is here. It's how I became a quiet person after doing musical theater for years. Well, I guess that kind of worked out for you in a way, Greg. Helped you find your market, right? Or your, I don't want to say character. Persona. Also, Daniel, what's up? Air Supply is secretly one of Tripwire's all-time favorite. Is it? If you said secretly, now I'm like, maybe, is this a joke? I don't know who that is. Might I request People Are Strange? Of course, for Lisa. Is it okay if I do Don't Know Why first and then do that one for you? Waited till I saw the sun. Don't know why I didn't come. I left you by. This seems like a nice tempo. 96. Most of you all know what this is by now. This is a company that I've been using their product for a good year and a half. It's a vibrating metronome. It also does have sound available, but I use it for the vibration, so no one has to hear a click in their headphones, including you. I didn't want you guys to have to hear that click in your headphones. I liked the product so much that I reached out and they gave me a coupon code for 20% off anything on the website. So I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have. I have it linked with Bluetooth to Ableton, so it's all synced up and I can do my loops this way. I don't use it for everything. I like to use it for the more like quiet pieces where I don't want any percussion or anything in it. I coach to say sing and play all the things. Let's see. 41-year-old male electrician. I can't sing to save my life. You've got the gifts I don't. I love hearing how pleasant your tool chest is. Thank you. I do think that music, people say a lot of the time, like, you have it or you don't. I don't really agree with that. I think there's a little bit of that. Like how they say how there is evidence of like musical genes being passed down in families. But I think the most important part about being a musician is just being really stubborn and being like, no, I am going to sing this note 100 times until I can make it sound good. Or I'm going to play the same thing 100 million times until it finally sounds like music. That's what I think is the most important part of being a musician. Probably is it's what I identified with the most. Excitable puppy, good to see you again. I hope you had a nice weekend. Also for Locust, welcome. How are you today? Like for instance, this picking pattern, I sat and watched the TV mindlessly for hours until I could get it. Probably even shorter when I started. I probably just did. It's just little tiny things. Enough of Teacher Joe. Let's play this song. The tempo I picked might be too fast. That's good. I'm gonna bump it down just like 2 BPM slower. Okay. Thank you for that follow. Thank you guys. For Yana, thank you. And Floors Off, thank you. Okay, that tea is already not hot anymore. Bummer. I might just reheat the kettle. All right, I am ready. when I saw the break of day, wish that I could fly away. Instead I'm kneeling in the sand, catching teardrops in my hands. My heart is drenched in white, but you'll be on my mind forever. Out across the endless sea, I would die in ecstasy, but I'll be a bag of bones driving down the road alone. My heart is drenched in wine, but you'll be on my mind forever. Something has to make you run. Don't know why I didn't come. I feel as empty as a drum. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. That felt really nice today. How was balance, by the way, guys? I was listening back to some VODs from the past, and I sometimes felt like the strings on the loops were a little bit too loud. Which makes sense that I would focus on those and, and probably bump them up a bit too much at times. So I've been trying to be more conscious about finding an appropriate level where you can hear the strings, but they're not overpowering. Do you think that was a good level for them? Too quiet, too loud? Your feedbacks can be really helpful, so let me know if you have an opinion on that. For Shasta, thank you very much. Welcome. Trainador, good to see you as well. Excitable Puppy, thank you very much for gifting a sub. Thank you. That does give you a priority request. If that's something you'd like, just let me or one of the mods know and we can make that happen for you. So, I know that we do have a priority request. I didn't notice anything. Okay, great. That's very good feedback. is I feel like old me probably would have bumped them up a little bit higher. So I'm just trying to go a bit lower than I usually do so that I can sing over it and not be drowned underneath the strings. Next, we are doing People Are Strange. Still in the jazzy genre for how I put it together, but a bit more of a playful, folky version of it. I was really excited to add this song to the song list after I saw a fellow streamer do it, Call Sign Scarecrow. And he did the most like charming, lovely rendition. Like I loved it. So I ended up running back and messing around on the banjo and the accordion and came up with this fun little rendition I hope you guys will like. I remember having the Doors t-shirt when I was like in middle school, thinking I was so cool. I feel like there was a time where that was like really popular, like at Macy's and, you know, big stores like that. You would just see all these random band shirts like Pink Floyd, and everyone in middle school was wearing them. But then kids would be like, do you actually listen to them? You can either way for Puppy. I'm reading right now, so I can see. Feel free to pop that suggestion in chat. We'll make it happen. People Are Strange. How do I start this one? I think I like to start with the banjo. You were cool with the door. Ah! I'm so sorry. With Ableton, if I have an effect on something, when I open it, it will blast the effect and then it goes away. And I need to remember to just not make a sound when my project opens. I'm sorry. That was really scary. Kakariko Village, of course. I will do Kakariko Village for you right after I do this one. My apologies for Earblood. And Dana, thank you very much for the resub for 6 months. That's wild. I feel like you like just popped in yesterday. I hope you don't take that the wrong way. You just seem like still such a fresh face in chat. But thank you so much for half a year now. And you've contributed so much to the channel and me personally. So thank you very, very much. And please let me know if I can play you something. I really appreciate you. Okay, now that I don't think any effects are gonna be screaming at us. Let's do this. And I'm gonna try and see if I can make the radio voice work the whole time. Oh, you know what? Let's do bass. People are strange. Bass time USA. So, let's see. Probably something simple like that, right? I think that makes the most sense. Okay, these go down, this goes down, down, up, and we're gonna fade the others in. bass is this channel, so I'll turn auto. Great. percussion in there. Let's just do like lap tambo.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces are ghastly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets uneven, oh, when you're down, when you're strange. Face them out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces are ghastly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're wanted. Streets uneven, oh, when you're down, when you're strange. Faces come out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly, oh, when you're down. Oh, those women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven, oh, when you're down, when you're strange. Faces come out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange.
Turder. People are
Strange. Yes, they are.
I love that effect. It's so fun. Still some fine tuning I need to do to make sure it's not too loud. I know it was peaking a little bit, so I hope that the first verse of vocals wasn't too like rah. Time to make some tea. I have tea, but it's already cold. I think I might heat up the water so that I can just do some top of hot water to hopefully balance it out. It heats up in like a second, so let me just turn that on real quick. And I think next was Kakariko Village. Yes, perfect. Got some Zelda transition music. It's all just flowing. For culture, hello, how are you? And Mossford, it's good to see you as well. Making sure I'm not missing any other new folks. Your version was the very first time I heard that song. Oh, very cool. And I'm insanely in love with it. Oh, that makes me so happy. I like your version so much. I recorded it and listened to it quite often. Oh, I gotta put up a YouTube video of it then. I gotta get back on the YouTube train. It's so hard keeping up with everything. I'm not very good at getting all the jobs done lately. Sounds like my water heated up. Let me top off my tea and we're gonna do Kakariko Village. Hello for Meg. How are you? For Lisa, with all my YouTube videos, I try really hard to have like a concept for them, or like, you know, like what I'm gonna be wearing and like what the background's gonna be. And for that one, I almost want to get a megaphone because there's this Tom Waits performance that I thought was the coolest thing I've like ever seen. He sings a song called Chocolate Jesus, and he stands on a big wooden plank covered with sawdust, and he sings through the megaphone and then stomps around throughout the piece and kicks up plumes of sawdust into the air. And I just was like mesmerized by it. I thought it was like the coolest thing. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna make a bunch of sawdust and kick that around, but maybe I should. And then he had like sprinkle or glitter in his pocket, and like one of the hits while he's just gliding around on the sand on the box, he just would be like be a bunch of sparkles in the air. I highly recommend, if you look up Chocolate Jesus Tom Waits live, it should pop up. Dennis, thank you for the follow. As well as Culture, thank you. And Falcone and Gory. Lots of follows. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. For anyone who's new, welcome. My name's Joe, and I play loop arrangements of covers, originals, and instrumentals. Sing on top of them. A lot of different instruments. And then I also play over video game soundtracks because I love video game soundtracks. Will, I love you too! 23 months, almost 2 years, my friend. I want to ask if you're going to be at TwitchCon, but I know what you're going to say. If anyone here doesn't know Will, by the way, change that. He is so awesome. He's like one of my favorite guitarists on Twitch. And on top of that, he's so sweet. While playing really heavy music, it's a delightful combo. I wish I could say that you might see Kimchi this stream, but he got locked out because he keeps trying to bite them cables. We can't have that, naughty boy. I tried to give him a chance and he went for it immediately. Atlas, thank you. Joe's pick, thanks for the music. Thank you, Atlas, for 4 months. I really appreciate that. I know. It's crazy, man. Let's see if this is too hot. Now it's perfect again. Oh, but it's gonna get cold soon. Gotta enjoy while I can. Probably not gonna be at NAMM, no. When is that? Next up we got Kakariko Village, and this particular rendition I like to play off of is by Juke Remix. So if you like what you hear, please check out their YouTube channel. Man, couple little funny things, but I'm really happy with the type. I was trying to use that tight vibrato that I was talking to you guys about, where I use more of like my forearm. And again, it's supposed to make it have a much brighter sound. And I felt like that was going pretty well, but I was so focused on that, then some reading went out the window. I want to do Windfall Island. I love this one. It's my favorite Wind Waker song. It makes me very happy. And this is another one by Juke Remix as well. Time. Hooray. Scared me. Questionable at points. I've gotten rid of the fart. I can bring it back. It wasn't on purpose, but Julia noticed in our lesson today that I'll just make it happen. Let's see. What's some good like fart backup music? How about, oh yeah. Oh, 2 tracks at once. We don't like that. Oh, yeah. Let me show you where the hidden fart is in this room. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. So during our lesson, we're talking about different types of vibrato and like how to get a good tone. And then Julia's like, your chair looks like it says fart on it. And I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That adds up with the content I usually provide on this channel. So big shout out for Julia and her uncanny eye for catching farts. No, I don't know that song. Nope. But I do have a song list if you want to look at that. What does it actually say? It says partner. There was I don't think they did it last year, but they sent a, Joe with a serious face. Now I'm curious. They one year sent partners like a big box with, stickers and pins and a Connect 4 game with like little partner check marks on it. Oh, what else was in there? A water bottle, socks, and that blanket. So some streamers you might see with that in the background. I think it was 2 years ago. I don't know if that counts as rapping. Well, if we have Julia here, let me try and do classical. I've been working really hard on my vibrato stuff, and I was actually pointing it out to people in stream today, like kind of where I was trying to implement it or not. I don't know if that was interesting. Oh, I accidentally opened Sibelius, so now Sibelius is going to make sing-songs at us. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh no, it's still loading. It's coming. Would you like to specify? No. There it is. That's the beautiful song that opens up whenever I use Sibelius, which is my transcription program that I use. Okay, let's try and do the Salute d'Amour. Again, I don't actively practice this one, really, but I want to get better at it. Oh, I forgot I wanted to get one with different accompaniment. I don't like the speeding of this one in the ending section, but whatever, we'll work with it. We got a volume level first. Yeah, that's fine. Violin will be about here. Okay, let's try it. Hey, Loopty, how are you? I missed it. Just 2 measures, I guess. start over. I got frazzled because I couldn't remember the fingerings. Let me try again. I want to do this well. A little less reverb. Okay. It's getting close. I forgot a lot of the fingerings of it, which I'm very embarrassed about. Gosh, Joe. That one's getting so close to actually being like consistent. I'll keep working on it. I've been doing a fair amount of playing without tracks today. I think I'm just kind of in a practice mindset, so I hope you guys don't mind. It really helps me to like listen very closely and be able to hear the things that aren't sounding as clean as everything else. Does not. Thank you for the follow. Joe for the bits. Thank you. Lawler Skater. Thank you for the follow, as well as Uncristabolito. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I am starting to... I feel like my violin confidence in general has gone up a little bit. Just a little bit. My violin confidence has never been great. But even when my violin confidence was like terrible, I still just like, I had to play it. It's hard for me to describe. I just felt like I just had to. I wanted it more than anything. Let me check our priority list. Looks like we're good. I kind of want to do another fuller romantic sounding one to work on maybe getting my wrist vibrato back involved. So I would like to do Tifa's theme. But before I do that, I am going to take a quick break. Can't believe it's already almost been 2 hours. So I'm going to take a quick break, stretch, and fill up my cup of water, which I emptied out. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate all the support and just, you know, the resubs and everything. Helping me keep on this full-time musician track, so thank you. I will be back in just a couple minutes. Thank you. am back. Hello. Thank you for letting me take a quick break. I grabbed my practice binder so I could show you. I don't want to show you the piece. So I'll see if I can like find a sneaky way of doing it. I also wanted to get... Did I put it up here? Yeah. For the Bonesaw, welcome. Yeah, well, I used to do night streams on Tuesday, but I changed my schedule recently so that I do night streams now on Monday. Welcome. Also, thank you, Valutins, for the follow, and for Chinaski. Thank you. So, I'm gonna cover up the name of the piece, but it's gonna give it away if you look at it anyway. Whatever. For my homework, I went through the music and wrote in pen in different colors things I noticed from 3 separate players playing through the piece to really try and understand how they were able to convey certain things with their own performance, and that was super, super helpful. This is the classical piece I'm working on currently with Julia that will be on the song list at some point. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, so probably not too soon. And then the other thing I did today, I spent an hour watching some YouTube videos that were centered around teaching you how to do jazz solos over jazz standards. So, yeah, there's a lot going on in the piece for sure. That's why I was like, it's gonna take me a while. And I really enjoyed my hour of studying jazz today. So I think I'm gonna try and build like a little loop showing you what I learned. I just started though. I haven't tried looping this and it might not come out that well, but I'm gonna try. So for one of the ensembles that I've recently joined, they wanted to add this particular jazz standard called Caravan. And it's really cool. Oh, Kimchi Bimchi. He's so sad. What do you guys think? Should I give him another chance to see if he can not bite the cables and sit on the bed like a good boy? It was featured in Whiplash, yes. I actually haven't seen Whiplash. Let's see. Worth a shot. Let's give the little guy a chance. Kimchi. Hi, baby. Here he is. Can you try and stay over here? Yeah. It's not looking good. Don't go under there, honey. Don't do it. We're all rooting for you, bud. We all want you to stay in here. And I can't keep you on my lap if I'm gonna do this. Oh, Kimchi Bimchi. Got some purrs for us? That's nice. That's very nice. Don't do it, baby. Kimchi, please. Please don't do it, sweetie. No, kimchi, kimchi, no. Hey, hey, stop it, stop it, stop it. No, baby. I'm sorry about your friend. Alex, Switch baby, yes. Wish I could write something as lovely as Bluntly Poopington's letters. I mean, he has such a way with words. Alex, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. Please let me know if I can play you something to say thank you. I was actually about to show you guys. I watched like an hour's length YouTube tutorial on violin jazz soloing, and I really found it to be very, very interesting, and I wanted to see if I could try and show you what I learned, because if you could explain what you learned, it's going to help you actually internalize it. So this song that inspired this is Caravan. It's a jazz standard that I am that I am learning and playing with an ensemble I recently joined. So let's build a bass real quick. Dun, ba-da-do, da-da-da, bum, bum. Da-da-da-da-da-dun, ba-da-do-ba-do, bum. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. You know, I kind of want to just do strings. How do I want to do this? Give me 1 second. I'm going to mute and listen to a recording real quick. What did I do with my phone? Oh no, did I leave it downstairs? Oh, here it is. Got it. Anonymous, thank you for the dono. Thank you very much. Whoever that was, thank you. You guys are helping me save up to get a streaming computer. I currently stream off my refurbished 2018 MacBook, and the MacBook be very tired. It's it's kind of struggling. Let's see. Here's what I need. Okay, I'm going to mute just for a second and listen to this just for a moment. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see what I can do. This might be a total disaster. That's gonna be a little fast. Doop beep boop bop ba doop boop 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 beep ba doop doop da 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 I gotta get that under my fingers. Let's try dropping it an octave. Oh, but then it has to resolve. So that means I'd have to go. I don't know how many times I'm gonna need to do that. Let's see. So that means I would do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2. So I need 6 of those and then 2 of an F. Okay, let's try it. Wish me luck. That was good, except I should have played a C instead of a B flat. I haven't tried this before, I'm just experimenting right now. It's hard keeping track of how many times I've played it. Hey, Dan. Daniel. I think I already said hi. I don't know. Hello. 1, 2. Oh, that was right, but I did one wrong note. Come on, girl, you can do it. That's it. Let's drop it an octave. I have an idea. I'm just gonna keep going with it. And I hope something cool comes out of it. I need the metronome. Okay, I can work with this as a bass. So, what I learned is that this piece has 4 flats in it. But if you look at it, so if you look at something with 4 flats, you'll initially be like, oh, that's the key of A flat. But it's not always the case, especially if you're talking about modes. So in the video I learned today, they were saying I need to play in an F harmonic minor. So that is this scale. Starting from the lowest point. So to get started, what I had to do was play over the groove with different patterns of the scale to get comfy with it. And then, once I got used to the form of the chord, I had to do the scale going up and down in these patterns I can show you. No? Sorry. And then I did chords, so that would be 2 triads. Yeah, it has a D flat and an E flat. Or no, it has A flat and a D flat. Yes. A flat and D flat. So then I had to think of really like groupings of 4. Something like that. And then maybe like a... You know, like just doing these very short passages of it where you're just combining the notes in different ways. And then back to the melody, which is so yeah, that was just a little crash course of showing what I was trying to study more of and learn more of. And I want to learn how to do really good jazz solos. So I'm starting with this one. And of course, when learning jazz pieces, I want to learn jazz chord voicings for the guitar as well. So I want to make this whole thing an official thing for the song list once I get more comfortable with it. Because in the B section, it actually goes into a swung feel. And it just keeps going around F, G, A, B, B, C, D, E, E, F, G, A. Yeah, so it keeps going to the 4, like a 4 degree, and then going back to the G7, which therefore comes back and resolves to that first chord. So then when I'm looking at that section with the extended 4s, I'm like, okay, so now I need to spell out all of these arpeggios. So the first one, next time I do this, I'll put the lead sheet on the screen so you guys can see it too. I made sure to arpeggiate all the chords that were going to be used. So first is an F7. To a B flat 7. To an E flat 7. And then to an A flat 7. To a G7. And then if you focus on those notes when you are putting together your solo and can figure out ways to voice lead in and out of them, not always voice slide, you can do these cool jumps, then you have the core makeup to do a proper jazz solo. So the next part of my assignment I gave myself with this is I am going to transcribe a variety of solos of this song that I really like. I'm purposely making sure I do other instruments because I think if you learn a solo on an instrument that's not the one you typically use, it will give you some new, fresh ideas. Is there certain things that all violinists do? Like a very common one is like double stop or back and forth between like a... So I know I'm going to see a lot of that already, and I like it, so I want to learn that, but I'm also going to learn like probably some guitar versions of it, and maybe a reed instrument like a clarinet or something. Yeah, so that's the start of my jazz journey. There's also what's the word? A diminished scale that the guy in the video said you can also use to add some more interesting colors to it, and that if you slide in using the notes in a G7 chord in that first section where it repeats so much, it also can bring a really interesting variety. But to start off getting really confident with the F harmonic minor scale. So that's what I did today for about an hour. And I'm proud of myself, you know. It wasn't much, but I got to build a little bit with like a bass line and dip my toes in it. For Doc, I was hoping that you would be excited that I did that. Achievement unlocked, played an improvised jazz jam that wasn't on your song list. Oh, it's a scary idea. I've been reading it back. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, so that was my homework assignment I did for myself today. I was studying jazz forms for about an hour and a half. I studied my classical for about an hour and then did my lesson for an hour. Then I reviewed stuff for my rehearsal, and then I had rehearsal. So I've played violin for like 5 to 6 hours before I started streaming. A lot of violin. Hey, you saw it! Yeah, it does! Atomic Sausage, good eye. I hope you guys thought that was interesting and I didn't bore you too much. I also just kind of like to show you a lot of the stuff I'm working on, because in a way it makes me feel like I'm then held accountable for continuing that. So now that I've talked you through that, maybe the next time I'm ready to show what I've learned, I can do one of my fancy transcribed jazz solos of Caravan. I did start transcribing one today, but yeah, Irregular Vibes, thank you for the follow, by the way, as well as Sir Rion. Why don't we do, let me check my priority list. Oh yeah, Tifa's theme. I'll get back to that. I kind of strayed from that path. I think I'm gonna do You Don't Know Me, still in the jazz realm. You don't know me. Here we go. See ya, Loopty. Great. Let's give this a go. I'm really grateful to you guys, because a large part of me doing all these things is, again, having the motivation of stream and trying to build the stream and build myself as a player to build it. And it's just such an awesome way to spend my time. And it makes me feel really good also to then have, like, you know, all the VODs where I can actually look back and see the things I've gotten better at. It's really amazing. Strobolus Music, welcome. How are you today? You can make you make it look easy, but I know it's not. Oh my gosh, no. That jazz thing like blew my brain a bit today, but it was helpful. Another thing that I like to do is I'll put on YouTube videos, and I will let someone play for like 2 measures in a solo and then pause it and see if I can play it back by ear as quickly as I can. And if it's too fast in YouTube, you can actually slow down the speed of videos. So I do that trick a lot too, so that I can, you know, keep up. Alrighty. I think I am ready to go. This is You Don't Know Me, most famously performed by Ray Charles. They did, but when I was a vocal major, I had a really hard time actually learning jazz theory because if you don't have an instrument to apply jazz theory to, it's really hard to understand it. So when I was singing at Berklee and not really playing instruments, I went through 2 years of harmony. And then when I started on violin, I was not very good. So it was really hard to apply levels 3 and 4 harmony. But I'm learning it now. I read through my old notebooks. I kept everything. Such an airhead. Maybe if I go a bit higher. Give me one more try. That wasn't very good. That works. For Strobo's music, you subbed 3 months in advance. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please let me know if there's something I can play for you to say thank you. I really appreciate that. Especially with that whole like 70-30 split that Twitch has been making an option. I'm not that far behind it, so I'm hoping maybe in September, if enough people do 3 months in advance subs, then I might be able to get the 70-30 split. But I gotta make some incentives to make it worth your while. But thank you. goodbye. I watch you walk away beside that lucky guy. Oh, you'll never know the one who loves you so, 'cause you don't know chance that you might love me too. You give your hand to me, and then you say goodbye. I watch you walk away beside that lucky guy. Oh, you'll never know the one who loves you so, 'cause you don't know me. You can hear my voice is getting used to me singing in a different way. Let's see. I also am probably a little bit dehydrated, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Well, if my voice is feeling a little crackly, why don't I do some more tracks? So that was a piano. How about I do Tifa's theme now? That makes sense. And if it doesn't, I'm making it make sense. I never drink as much water as I should. So I do it in these big bursts. Like, it's one of the first things I do in the morning when I wake up. I pour a glass of water and I drink the whole glass of water. Daniel. I can see it. Yeah, I feel like it helps me kind of clear my mind. But, you know, of course, then I'm making myself a pot of coffee, too. That might also be the dryness in my throat. I did have a lot of coffee today. With the rehearsal and practice and all the other stuff, I felt like I needed a little bit of extra help. Also, I think the timing worked out perfect, but I have been fighting off burnout pretty consistently lately. I just need a break. I feel like I've been sprinting since January and, you know, going on tours and recording and editing and lots of different things. But I have my finish line, which is Wednesday, which is a day earlier than I thought it would be, is my flight got pushed a day early, which I've never heard of before. But hey, I found out a place to stay, so we're fine. It's fine. But yeah, I need a little break. Burnout is rough, just recovered from one myself. It's a dangerous thing, yeah. Like, luckily, when I'm doing the things, like the music, I'm really enjoying it, but I've just been admittedly feeling a bit exhausted. So on Wednesday evening, I'm getting on a plane and I'm going to one of my favorite places in the world, Boston, Massachusetts. And I'm spending a few days in the city. And then I'm taking a bus to the Cape, where my parents just moved, so I can spend some time with mom and dad, who I also really miss. I got to see them in the springtime, but it's been a little too long for my liking. I need some mom and dad time. So, very excited for that. That being said, tomorrow will be the last stream of the week, and then I will be gone until next week. I do fly in Monday, so I might be able to do a night stream still. I'm gonna have to see how I'm feeling when I get back, though. But otherwise, everything else should be ready to go. Oh, cool! Is it the cover band that he plays for sometimes? We'll see. It's funny, like, as much as I'm talking about burnout and needing to step away, I don't like stepping away for more than like 5 days. So I know I'm going to be very anxious to like just play violin when I get back. Maybe we'll do a Joe Doesn't Play violin stream. Play some Hollow Knight. Where are you from? I grew up originally outside of Boston, Massachusetts, in a small town called Canton, Massachusetts. Oh, they're playing up here Friday and Saturday. That's gonna be fun. All right. Thank you for letting me be honest. I felt kind of selfish being like, I'm kind of fighting burnout right now, because I have a wonderful life thanks to you guys, where I get to spend my days learning about jazz theory and doing violin lessons and all this stuff. It's awesome, but I've just pushed myself a little too hard. Hollow Night is not a break. Fair. The part of MMA we only go to when we visit is IKEA. Is there no IKEAs in New Hampshire? Strobulus, I have a tendency of doing that. I'm very passionate about getting people to play music. So I'm honored, as long as it's an enjoyable thing. Especially hits hard when you're doing things as a freelancer. Yeah, because then you're like, when do I stop? But I bought myself a new Nintendo game for my 3DS that I'm really excited about. Let me know if any of you have heard of it. I'd never heard of it, but I was so interested by it. It's called 999, 9 people, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. And it looks so dark and like mysterious, and I just have to have it. So I found like some of them are selling for like $120 or something, and I was like, damn it. But then I found one for $50, and I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm treating myself and getting this damn Game Boy game. So I'm very excited. I apparently just have a bunch of weird, rare horror games now. Yes, there's another one I have called Corpse Party, and I went to the Game Trader store to see if there's any games I wanted to get before my trip. And I saw they had Corpse Party up for like $150. And I was like, oh my God, amazing. No, but I want like the originals. I want them. Hey Zane. And hello Zane friend. I'm just talking about horror video games I'm excited about. But I guess I should play some music, so I can play some music. Let me know if you want a song, Zane. I'd like to play you something if you want. No pressure. I was going to try Tifa's theme. I've been working on having more variations in my vibrato, so I'm going to try some different finger positions with this, and I hope it sounds good. We'll see. I will try. to start big with the vibrato and then make it tight. Maybe add like a. How does that go? I don't know it. Right? Why did the Addams Family come to your mind? Was there like a part of that song that had snaps are hard? It's hard only as I'm holding the bow. Otherwise, it'd be chill. It'd be chill. You heard it too, Cathadora? I kind of want to do. Let's do some more like pretty ones. You know what I was practicing today to work on vibrato variation? Howl's Moving Castle. I know I play that one a lot, but it's a good one. I really like playing it. This particular performance is done by a fantastic pianist whose YouTube channel is called Paradise, except instead of an I, put a number 1 in there. ending's getting better. Oh, pencils, thank you. That's the favorite thing that I want to hear. It's just that people think I've gotten better. I've been working so hard, which is why I need that break. Oh, kimchi bimchi. I'll stop soon, buddy. Give me like 15 more minutes. Hey, I have a surprise. I feel like since Rena's here, I should show you. Oh, I know Bimby. I've been working on my next original lute. I finally finished all of the first verse and all of the chorus. Night, Scotty. But I'm gonna give you guys a sneak preview. Yeah. So I tried a couple different keys, I tried a couple different things, and I finally settled, I think, where I want it to be. When I do my live performances, I have a couple things pre-recorded. It's not about Rena, no. I wrote this about myself. I can't help but have my songs, I feel like, be really personal. I wrote this song about... Maybe I'll keep it to myself. Let's see. Let's start with the piano. I have to remember... Where's that coming from? Let me try it. Of course, I put... Sorry, everybody. I wasn't intending on doing this today. I had the wrong input because I'm a silly butt face. Piano goes here. Okay, I can do this. Give me a second, y'all. Alright, I'll figure it out. I've written so far. I did my best to have no coming back from this. I'm not looking for pity, nor am I looking for forgiveness. I know having what we had before is out of the question. For what it's worth, I never had any bad intentions. But when what's said's done, it's gotta be that someone who's to blame to make your lesson learned. I'm the crux that you need, douse me in gasoline like a flame, and watch me crash and burn. So you guys watched me slowly but surely figure out how to do cut clean in a looping setup. And I'm figuring out how to do this one now, where all I'm gonna have to pre-record is maybe just the piano. But if I can do If I can do like play shows where I have enough of a background in it, I think I will be able to have the option of having a piano there as well. And I can plug two things into my looper to be looped at once. So for Cut Clean, I'd plug the mic into it, for example. But it could very easily be these other instruments and still with a limited setup. So I'm planning it. I'm working really, really hard. I really want to try and get this one done as soon as I can. I think maybe on my vacation, we'll see. I might just need to step away from everything for vacation, but who knows? Maybe I'll get inspired and sit by the window and just start writing. But I probably should have waited until that one was a little more fleshed out, but I kind of just wanted to show you guys what's going on behind the scenes, I guess. Like, you know, I feel embarrassed because I still like haven't gotten the vlog out and things like that, but I promise I'm working. I learned about jazz solos today and did my classical lessons, and I figured out how to program drums for that and input my own samples, and it's just been crazy. But yeah, I see that I see it in front of me, you know? I see the shows that I'm getting ready to play. I see the merch I'm starting to put together. And I'm not gonna lie, it's like really intimidating. Can I be like very open and honest right now if people don't want to chat? Just a warning, that's what I'm about to do. I felt like with this new focus, I had to like almost mourn the old goals that I had, because I was so focused and determined. Arthur, what's up? To be the girl who gets hired as a violinist to play in bands and play with a lot of different bands, and that was going to be my dream. That was everything. And with your guys' encouragement, I started to realize that I could also do something just as me. And I'm really scared of that, and I'm really intimidated by it. But when I really sat down and like listened to myself, I've accepted that I want that, and I really want that. But a part of me feels like sad for, I guess, leaving behind the dream that I thought I had, if that makes any sense. And of course they're still related, and of course I still play for bands, and I love playing for bands, and I'm probably always going to do that. But this whole new thing has been kind of placed in front of me of like, well, you got to put out your own songs now, and you got to learn how to play them live, and you got to do all these things, and like, it's a lot at once to kind of process. And also I then realized that this path, with where it is right now, is also a bit more lonely, because I'm doing it all on my own as well. And of course, eventually, like, I might be able to put together a group or something. I don't know if I'd want to, but those have been kind of the thoughts I've been having over the course of the last couple months. And it's been like so exciting, and I can tell I've grown so much, but it's just also been kind of scary. And I've been really hard on myself for like not having more done. But since it's all new to me, I feel like it's all taking so much longer. So I think I also just wanted to show you guys, that I am doing it and it's happening. It's just not as fast as I'd like. And you know, like, I'm sorry I don't have a single out on Spotify yet, but I want to. This is all just very, you know, very new for me. And I'm really, really excited about it, but it's just been a little intimidating. I'm okay. This is the burnout I was talking to you guys about. Like, ever since I've realized that this is something I want to pursue, I've just been really working hard at figuring out how to make that happen. And, but not one that I've published. And, you know, I feel silly crying about this because I know I'm in such a privileged place, and I don't want you guys to think I'm trying to say I'm not. I'm just being honest about how I'm feeling through this process. And I've made a lot of really big steps. I'm going to work really hard to get this one done, and I'm going to start practicing it with my amp and my looper to be the second song for my set. And keep building it until I got that good half hour 45 set. And when that happens, I can start booking shows. So it's very exciting. It's very scary. It's all of the things, but I'm ready. Thanks, Rena. I tried to get more of that industrial sound in there. I found an air compressor that I sampled in the drums. Can you hear that? That's just a very basic groove. I'm gonna alter it up a bit, but yeah, I found that air compressor sound that I wanted to have more of an industrial feel to it. So we are all, you know, this is all heading in the direction that it needs to. Like, even if I brought the guitar, for example, I can have a two rung pedal board and plug violin into the top, and then the bottom row for my electric guitar stuff, so I can control the tones exactly and still have both of them able to play out of my Fishman amp. Like, I figured out, like, I spent probably less than 100 hours, but a lot of hours on figuring out the logistics of looping live without headphone and a contained mic and Ableton. And I finally did it. It's all there. I wish I had more to show for it, but it's all happening, I promise. And to end this cheesy, me getting emotional moment, I do want to top that off with a thank you, guys, because again, in my heart, I've always wanted to do something like this, but I was always too scared to try, and I never thought I was good enough. And you guys really helped me see that maybe I am, or at least enough to try. And then on top of that, the support that I've gotten on here helps me commit to music fully. So thank you very, very much. If I'm going on a mini break, it probably makes sense for me to have an emotional moment. But you guys really, like, this really, I see what you've given me, and I hope you know that. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, from my whole heart, my whole soul, thank you very, very much. I should end stream tonight. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. I am going to be live tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be our last stream of the week. And I will be back next week. And I am going to send us off on a raid. Let's see. Let's raid Frank Tedesco. He's really talented. Perfect. Thank you, everybody. Was that a scarf flip, Daniel? It kind of sounds like one. Take care, everybody. Thank you again. Love you guys.